Hello and welcome to another edition of The One Team We Agree On. I'm Jillian.
And I'm Kyle.
We have a special episode today, and if you are listening via one of our audio platforms, you should definitely check it out on YouTube when you get a chance because there's going to be a lot of visuals today.
Yes, and we are joined by a very special friend of ours whom we've gotten to know through the Sons of Ben tailgate.
We'd like to welcome Poulomi Banerjee to the podcast.
Yes.
Hi, hello.
Yes, and Poulomi is a doctoral student and a Maryland resident. Also, shout out to the Free Kick Pod. All right. Maryland's the number one union podcast now. And she is a member of the Sons of Ben. And this year she has been doing some capoing for them as well. So, Poulomi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm in my nice fancy union shirt, which I know you have on too. So I thought since if we're talking fashion, I gotta look good.
Right. Yeah. So for those of you just listening, we are wearing the concert t-shirt that has like the gold foil lettering and one that is a little expensive, but we decided it is worth it. I have no regrets about getting the shirt.
No regrets. And I didn't buy it post discount. I got it pre-discount.
Yeah.
And no regrets.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely waited for a 20% discount on it to get it. But just like I'm going to wait for maybe some kind of discount to get those Kelly Green jerseys from the Eagles, which they look so good.
They do.
Oh, you
agree. I do agree. But
tell us what you're wearing, Kyle.
Well, I am wearing a very basic white Philadelphia Union t-shirt that I believe you got me for Christmas one year.
I did.
And I've never worn this.
What? It took you so long.
I've never worn this on the show.
You've never worn it on the show?
No, I've worn it. Oh yeah, I've worn it all over the place, but never to like a Sons of Ben tailgate or a game or like on the show. So I just thought I'd bust it out for a very special guest tonight. So
yeah, it's nice. I haven't seen that shirt at any tailgate or game yet.
Nope. I don't know where we got. I think
I got it from the team store for Christmas. Did that Christmas sale. It was one of the ones on sale, and I was like, all right, let's get. I think I might have gotten it like 2 years ago.
Right.
But I don't know. It starts to blend together. So because I get them union stuff every Christmas.
So just so everybody knows, tonight's show is going to be very fashion centric, and it's going to be a fun one. So guys, buckle in. But before we get started, please make sure to interact with us. We love hearing from you. We are on Twitter at TOTWAG, on Facebook and Instagram at The One Team We Agree On, and we are on Apple, Google, and Spotify podcasts, as well as on YouTube, which again, we highly recommend you watch the show on YouTube. You can definitely follow along with the audio, but it's going to be more impactful on YouTube. So
definitely more fun seeing the pictures.
So let's go ahead and get started. First question for you. How did you even get involved with, becoming a Union fan? We got to hear this story. Since we asked you to come on the show, we want to know, how did you become a Union fan?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in the Baltimore area, like in Central Maryland. And so we don't have a team ourselves, but then there's DC United. And so when I was 5, my first soccer team I ever played on, we were the DC United. So I had a jersey that was DC United with my name on it, and like we all had those, and that's like how we played. So then I like got older and I started like watching. And like DC was just like not fun to watch. Like they had the one playoff run like not recently, but it was like a couple years ago, and that was exciting to follow along, but it just wasn't fun to watch. And I even went to a game. My first like live MLS game was DC United versus the Union. And I remember I like wore a DC shirt because like that's all I knew. I didn't really watch MLS. I was a little bit of a Euro snob at the time. This was pre-pandemic. And I was just like, this team is not fun to watch, but the Union were really fun to watch. That was actually the game that Bedoya took the mic to talk about like gun violence in the corner. So that was my first time ever like seeing the Union, and I was like, it looks a lot more fun to be a Union fan. So fast forward 2020, pandemic happens, right? And so I started watching Bayern games. That's like my Europe team. Because Germany came back up with soccer pretty quickly, but then I was like, I need more to watch. Like Netflix is not doing it. I need something else. And so my ex is from Philadelphia. And so Nick was watching the MLS is back tournament. Is that what it was? And so I just started watching the Philadelphia Union games with him. And I was like, wait, this is good soccer. Like this is not what I thought MLS was. So then I kept watching the games. And then for Christmas, I got him like the home opener pack, and it was like 4 tickets and you got 2 scarves. And so unfortunately we weren't able to go to that game because the pandemic, that was 2020. But we ended up going to a game later on, that's the like a few summers later. And I loved it. I loved the stadium. I loved watching them like live. Like I loved the atmosphere at the tailgate. And we were only at the tailgate for like 5 minutes. Like we went just at the end because it was like 100 degrees that day or something. So then we ended up going to like a full tailgate ourselves later on. And I was obsessed with everything, like the people who are there, just watching the game, like seeing the players. And I also love the homegrown system that they have. Like I just feel like no other team really does it as well as the Union. And I think it's really great to really just like source from your own community. And so then I got a little bit more active on Twitter, and then I just gained like a huge community on there. And it's funny because I used to make fun of Union Twitter when Nick would talk about it. And now I'm like in Union Twitter, like very much in it. And so yeah, we were partial season ticket holders last season because we loved the few games we went to before so much. And then this season we were full season ticket holders, and I'm in talks to be a full season ticket holder for the River End for next season, so I can capo at all the games.
I'm into 136.
136 is the best.
Oh, that's what I asked
As
for.
you-
I asked for 136.
Yeah,
Row N.
yeah, we're
Come
row
on.
N. Yeah,
Come on,
second from the
come on
top.
up. Come on
I
up.
mean, I wouldn't sit there because I'd
Yeah,
be
no.
capoing.
No, and literally you can go anywhere you want anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But yeah, our section is fun.
So, real quick question, like you talked about the tailgating atmosphere, like what drew you to that? Because for us, it was when we initially went, we didn't know anybody, and then we slowly started to get to know people, and now like this year especially, we've really gotten to know a lot of people that in the beginning, we didn't really get
Well,
to
it's
know.
like how we got to know you, and a lot of other people.
So like
Yeah.
what really drew you to that tail? Because we talk about that a lot on our shows, try to promote the Sons of Ben tailgate. So yeah.
Well, first off, I love twisted tea, especially if it is all you can drink. It's funny, I like, don't even drink that much at tailgates anymore, especially because like when I capo, I don't drink. But that was the first, incentive to like go into those tailgates. And the food is always great. The volunteers are so nice. But I remember like we went to a tailgate and we just needed 2 seats, and we sat next to our current tailgate crew. So it's Big Pete, Lil Pete, Ethan, Ethan's mom, Lisa. And then they had a friend there too. And we just sat with them because there were 2 empty seats. Fast forward to now, like that is our tailgate crew. Like Big Pete and I follow each other on Instagram, and I love him and like seeing him at games. And I photographed Lil Pete's graduation and took photos and stuff like that. And like Ethan and I are really good friends, and I love Lisa. Like Ethan and Lisa actually ended up going to the same beach house as Nick and I did this past summer. And we just hung out the whole time. And like had we not sat at that random table and just gotten to know them that day, like none of us would be friends the way that we are now. And so I just love the the connections that you can make at the tailgate. And we're all there for the same reason. So it's like
Right.
That's like such a great way to kind of just like start a conversation with someone. And I also love meeting people that I see on Twitter at the tailgates, and like the tailgate is the best place to meet those people. And so I love getting to meet internet friends there too.
Yeah, absolutely. We've gotten to meet some people that first we had conversed with on Twitter, and it's like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm such and such, Twitter handle. It's like, oh, finally I can
Yeah.
put a face with a name,
Right.
especially with the people that they don't have like their name really in their Twitter handle or anywhere. So it's like, oh, all right, nice. So
That happened with Jeremy Sharp actually, because he introduced himself to me. He's like, I'm Jeremy. And I was like, Jeremy Sharp? And he was like, yup. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like I just met a celebrity.
Jeremy's good people. Really enjoyed. We've met him a couple tailgates, and he's just a good person. And now he's doing a lot with soccer, coaching soccer. It's like really good. And like, his whole episode on Todd's podcast about Bear Fight was phenomenal. Like that was one of my favorite episodes. Yes, I'm plugging the free kick again, but so be it. It's a great episode. People check it out if you haven't.
Yeah. Well, hey, he mentioned us on his most recent pod, so it's all good. No.
So friends helping friends.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah. So so tell us about like what the team, what the union mean to you at this point.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny because at first the union were just like something to get me through COVID, right? Like I was I needed something to do and something to follow and something that like got me excited because nothing was getting me excited during the pandemic. But now I mean like the union, it's just like it's like a whole community I've created. Like I joked last season, I was like, wow, I've really created this my personality. Like all I talk about on Twitter now is soccer, and I have friends constantly being like when did you get so into soccer? And it's just like I've always watched soccer. I've been playing since I was 5 years old. Well, I don't play anymore. Like I stopped playing when I was like in middle school or something, just because I enjoy watching it a lot more. But like it's always been a part of my life. And so now to have like a team that's this close that I can follow, that I just like I don't only have to follow them on TV the way that I would with Bayern. It's just so nice. It's like so nice being a part of that atmosphere and like contributing to their success and like supporting them and getting the crowd moving for them. So yeah, it just means community to me, and I love a good community. So it's nice to have this.
Yeah, I hear you on that because we've made so many friends from this, and I feel like I hang out with the Union fam more than my friends from home anymore.
Right.
I feel like I see some of you guys more than I see some of my own family members lately. No, it's funny though, because the first game we went to, we were basically hooked. We went there and we saw the Suns, and we're like, man, that looks like a good time. And so, yeah, we got hooked, started going, and got to meet so many people. And I saw my sister today and was telling her, man, Kendall, you need to come to a game. And was telling her about it because she's always been like, soccer. I mean, she played, but like, she's like, I don't know. And she likes the Eagles and the Phillies and the Flyers big time. But I'm like, Kendall, you love going to Eagles games. You should come to a Union game. It's kind of similar vibe but smaller scale, but you would like it. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, also let me show you just some pictures from the game. And I show her Julian Carranza, and she's like, oh, he's hot.
Yes.
I'm like,
no, I brought my whole family to the game. I brought my parents once, and then I brought my sibling, and they loved it too. And like they're not as into soccer as my parents are, but they had a great time and they want to come back. And like my parents definitely want to come back. And my parents used to talk a lot of bad talk about MLS for years. Like my dad, especially, like my dad likes the top team of like every league. And so MLS was not of his alley, but now they're watching every Union game on Apple TV. They're part of my 5 that I could like give out. And so they look forward to it every week. My mom also loves Carranza, but now that Messi is in the MLS, oh my God, or in MLS, like my mom loves Messi, so I'm hoping I can get her to Subaru Park if he comes for the Leagues Cup or sometime next season.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think for me, at least, taking my dad last year to the Toronto FC game, that was really cool. He got to stand with us in the River End, and it was just a really fun time. And he even was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. This is not what I expected. And now, even if the games weren't so late this year, he'd go again. He's like, man, if you guys have like a 1 o'clock game, which hopefully next year they stagger the schedule a little bit so we can. I don't mind, to be honest, I don't mind the 7:30 games. I just would like some variety so I can watch MLS.
Yes.
I mean, I'm one of these people that enjoys watching league. I mean, I'm proud of her this year. I joke with her. I'll come home and I'll hear upstairs Apple TV on. I'll be like, look at you watching
Yeah.
watching MLS. When last couple of years it was just me watching MLS, and now she's like watching. I'm downstairs like doing work, and
I mean,
have it
I'm
on
not
my
a total
phone.
sicko, but
Oh, I totally am.
yeah, I
I've
don't stay up
watched
and
almost
watch like
every
the really
sporting
late ones.
Kansas game.
Yeah.
Really?
On after. And also I love Kavincho's streams.
Yeah. They are fun. They are fun. He's a good dude. He's a good
Yeah.
dude. But so let's talk about what is your favorite moment since becoming a fan? What is your favorite Union moment? Or you can have a couple. I'm not just saying
There's no rules.
there's no rules.
I mean, like last season was incredible.
Right.
So like, oh no. Do you know what it is? It was my first time ever being at a Union playoff game. Or like at playoffs in general for the Union. So that was not last season, but the season before. And it was the Nashville penalty
Oh,
shootout.
yes.
That was a good one.
That was insane. Like I have a selfie from that game actually with Nick, and it's like one of my favorite photos ever. Because like you could just see how happy we were. Like, because that was an insane shootout. Like that was amazing. So that is probably number one. That was like my heart was racing. Like I was checking my heart rate on my Apple Watch, and it was at like 130, and I was just standing there, just nervous. But then like winning the Eastern Conference, like that was incredible. That was so much fun. And then the Pride Night NYCFC game, that was I think last season. I brought my best friend Sarah to the game. And we just had the best time together. Like I lost my voice and I was in 102. Like I wasn't even in the river end, and I lost my voice like the few days after because of how hard we screamed. Because I think that was our revenge game from from the Eastern Conference, that final playoff game. So
Right.
it was just that was a really good time. And also we took our Subaru up. She has a Subaru, so we got to park in the Subaru lot, which I've always wanted to park in.
Nice.
And so that was fun too. And like we got like a little Subaru coin for having a Subaru. Yeah, it was just really
They give
special
you a
getting to go to
coin?
the game. Yeah, if you own a Subaru, they give you a little. I like have it somewhere in my room. I'll like send you a
Yeah.
photo.
All
But they
right.
give it to you as an owner, and Sarah didn't want it, so Sarah gave it to me. And so
Oh,
That's
yeah,
cool.
those are like my top three.
nice.
I think for us, the Pride Night, I mean, obviously we have the picture of me flicking off New York
Oh
supporters
yeah,
the
that
same
one.
night. Brujo was flicking off the famous
Yeah,
Brujo.
we gave him the double bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave him double bird. And then but also that was the start of
We really started going on a run after that.
we went on a run after that, and that was because of lucky jerseys, wasn't that?
That was actually the first game we started wearing our lucky jerseys.
You're
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah,
Nope.
that was
that was the first game.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I still one day I just want to sit down maybe after this season and just get a combined total record of like what when we have, because at the end of the day she still has more
For games that we've attended
yes
in person with our lucky jerseys on, it's a whole bunch of wins and one loss, and that one loss is the MLS
I
Cup.
think we might have a tie or two in there.
Oh no, there were draws, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like
That's not a loss.
losses. We were not at the home Orlando City game this season, so we were at our state meet. So, but no, yeah, the Nashville one, man, that playoff game. I have was right behind the goal there, basically, in 136. And so we had a pretty good view of that. But yeah, actually on my Twitter, like my background, like wallpaper on it is Andre, basically putting up his arms in celebration right after that. And of course, we know what happened in the next game after that. But
we do.
But that moment of hope and joy there. But yeah, that was, I would say too, like the short amount of time after Jack Elliott had scored in the cup to put us ahead. That was amazing. It was short-lived.
Yeah.
But the joy we felt at that point
was amazing.
Yes. But
I mean, for me, the Andre Blake game, I mean, the Glesnes banger, that place just exploded.
And I wasn't at that one.
I know that place, but what was cool for me with the Andre Blake PK against Nashville was like you turned to me and you're like, what happens now? I'm like, we go to PKs, and
Yeah,
you're
because I
like,
was still
and
such
you're
a
like, I
noob to all
don't like
this.
this one bit. And I'm like, I actually, the way Blake's playing
Because I
tonight,
hate PKs. I hate PKs in hockey and I
I'm
hate
fine
PKs in
with it.
soccer. And then when it went to that in the cup, I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
But you know, and then just to hear as it went on, like the Andre Blake chants and just the energy and the passion, and once we won it, you know, the whole just celebration. I felt that was why it was a tense moment. There was so much energy packed into that stadium
Yeah.
for that moment, just like the Glesnes game goal. But
Well, and speaking of Red Bull, how about our first playoff game we ever went to, 2019?
that
And
was
we, yeah, in extra time. Well, yeah, like in overtime, basically we were, yeah,
that was the game where
against
we
Red
were
Bulls.
deciding
Yeah.
whether or not we wanted to stay for the second half, and we're like, nah, let's go. Because remember, it
What?
was rainy. Well,
Oh
no.
no, no. There was no question of were we going? What are you talking about?
Oh,
No,
wasn't it?
no, not for that one. But no, it was rainy and crappy out, and we were wearing like
Maybe
ponchos and
no. No,
stuff.
you know what? That wasn't that game.
No, the one that we let the one was the game where it was in 2021 where we were in the rain delay underneath
Oh,
the river end and they're passing around the supporter shield. So we got a picture with the
and
supporter
yeah,
shield.
that was the one.
And that was when we were like, oh, are we gonna stay? Because it was a really long delay.
Yeah, no, that was the one. No, the Red Bull one was crazy because as
The way
soon
would we
as
leave a playoff game, really?
anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
That one was weird because the sun started coming out. I just remember the Union started playing better.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing I took away from the game,
Yeah.
other than the most an iconic benchmark moment, you know, their first playoff win. It was really cool that once the sun started coming out, they started playing better. So
Yeah.
so go ahead.
So moving on, so we were all at the friendly versus Wrexham, the U2 versus Wrexham. And we had debated, oh, were we gonna go that? And we're like, yeah, we're gonna go. Why not? And we had a good time. And so you were a capo for that.
I
Okay.
was.
So tell us about your experience being
Yes.
capo a bit.
That was probably my favorite experience being capo because the other two times, okay, so I've only done it 3 times now. So the first time I was in the capo box, like with Jared, which was great. It was a great way to start. And then the second time I was on the opposite side. So I was like on Jared's side. But that side is a little scary because then you get into like KSU territory and like their chants are strong and like the people who do their chants do their chants. And so I'd like walk a little bit too far and I'd be like, oh, nope, they don't want to do my chant. So I'm just going to walk back and just do my little corner of the section. But Wrexham, I got to be in 136, which I've only heard good things about. So it was fun actually like being in that section and chanting with all of you. And also like my tailgating crew and my best friend Sarah, she came to that game. They were all in that section in the second row too. So like I had them as like my home base. Like I knew that they would chant with me if I ever like walked by them. Didn't have a megaphone, so I definitely lost my voice. And also my voice was already a little bit still gone from the game before that I went to. I think that was like on like Saturday.
You held your own though.
You did.
Yeah. So it was a rough start, but like we made it through and then halftime happened and then the lightning came and my first game ever at Subaru Park, it was that like insane rain delay game and we left immediately. And I wasn't driving, like we were with like a couple who we're friends with who live in Philly and they wanted to leave. So like we immediately left. We didn't wait it out. And since then I've always regretted not staying in a rain delay. And I've also always seen photos of like the tunnel during rain delays, and I was like, this is gonna be so fun. There were a lot of Wrexham fans,
Yeah, there
so
were.
it wasn't the same vibe, but we definitely were able to get a few chants going, and that was really fun. And it was fun getting to like lead those on like our half where we were standing. Because I could like kind of hear Jared on the other side. And it was just fun, like talking, getting to know, the other capos and talking with, both of you and my tailgate crew, especially because I live in Maryland, so I can't like hang out with them all the time. And then 2 of our tailgate crew, they live in Delaware, and so we can't see each other all the time. So it honestly went by pretty fast. I'm glad that Sarah was there with me. So like we got to hang out together. And then going back out in the rain, that was a blast because I
How
felt like
fun.
everyone who was left were like the hardcore, like they knew the chants. And it was also fun because like I could ask for real-time feedback, right? Because I
Right.
think just in my like short time of capoing, like I can sense like there's some things that are going on that are being unsaid or not being like heard, or there are things that we can do like a little bit differently. And so I'm like a big like feedback person. So it was nice getting real-time feedback from people who like weren't gonna like look at me weird, but like actually give me feedback that I could like carry with me and maybe like, pass forward so like we can figure it out on how we can be, an even stronger supporter section, despite, some of the barriers that we have.
Right.
So it was just such a good time just getting to like jump around and yell and sing and chant for the guys, and I'm just really happy that we didn't lose.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that was some of the most fun, honestly. Waiting out the rain delay for spot. I mean, it was long, but yeah,
Just getting to talk to people that we
yeah,
normally don't interact with, or like,
Yeah.
I know Kyle Baby and I had a long conversation, and usually we would chat back and forth, and we have before, but like we were just having a really good conversation. I know Jeff and I and his friend Dave, who was there, that's usually with Jeff, him and I were having a conversation, just like even some of your friends who I've seen, I've never interacted with, or I was having some conversation with. So it was really cool from that aspect. Plus, you know, getting some perspective of what was going on with the game from up in the press box with some of my friends that are up there, like, and then you guys are coming down, hey, they might be calling the game, and they're like, yeah, we're hearing the same thing. So we're all like trying to figure out what's going on. But
you guys had me cracking up, by the way, with like when people who were pretty much Wrexham fans walking towards
oh, the
down the
whole
tunnel, like where they were not going to be able to get
you
through.
can't get through here. You can't get through. No, you gotta go the other way.
You
What?
can't
Why?
get
It's
through
the
here,
Tunnel Club.
but how did you get your hair not be so frizzy? Like the
Oh,
compliments. I
Yeah.
loved the can't go that way, but and then compliments
It was
cracked
just
me up. It was
funny
great.
because some people getting so outraged that they could go that
Yeah,
way. And I'm just like, you can't go. I was telling a guy, you can't go that way because that's where the locker room and the tunnel club is. And
just
people
trying to
will
help
go,
out.
yeah.
so you got to go back around. They're like, oh, this is stupid. Why can't? And it's like, oh,
Yeah, but once we did get to go back out, that was super fun. Like, it was
yeah.
just the hardcore people left there, and all of us kind of gathered in the middle there. And it's still raining, but it that was fun. That
I
was
think
honestly one of the most fun times I think this year.
I would
I
say
didn't realize
not.
the rain stopped.
Yeah.
It did eventually, yeah.
I think for like me anyway, it was the most fun I've had in a non-playoff environment. Um, because I got to talk to some people there. You really got to, like you were just saying about the feedback, and everybody who was there was cheering those kids on, and it was just a lot of fun. And the chants were there. I mean, we had some maybe less than friendly chants going on at sometimes, but it was worth it.
Mm.
And you know, I guess my other question for you is, what did you take about the whole Wrexham experience? You see all these, as I kept joking with people, these lifelong Wrexham fans that probably only know who Wrexham is because of the show. And although there were some people that did come over from, overseas, but at the same time, what did you make about the whole party atmosphere they had out there? I mean, I thought that was pretty cool, like for like so American people can see some of the stuff and learn some of the history. I did find that cool, but it
It
was
would
just interesting. What did you think about it?
It was a lot. I will say, I think I feel like I did run into like some people who were like, we're gonna crush them, like we're gonna crush the union, and like MLS
Yeah.
is awful. And I was in the back of my head like the main team would crush this Wrexham team,
Oh,
first off.
yeah.
oh yeah.
Um and second, like if you don't like MLS or you want to hate MLS, like I don't know how much I can do to convince you of otherwise, right? Because like I
Mhm.
was the same way. Like I
Mhm.
just like several years ago, I was like, I would never watch the MLS, and now I'm a season ticket holder. But I think there were definitely some fans, and I did talk to some fans who were there in the tunnel who have never been to the stadium before, who were like, we'll definitely come to a Union game. Like, this is awesome. Like, this environment is awesome, and the river end is awesome. And so, whatever fans we got from that, I'm excited for them, because I mean, if they had fun that night, they're gonna have a blast watching the main team. But yeah, there are always a few people that are just very much Wrexham is my life. And like, sure, that
and
TV team can be your life, but
all right, you do you, people. But
that's totally fine. But to your point, we were talking to people up in our section. They were like, "Oh, we've never been to a Union game, and this environment's crazy." So, like we all just said, like if the Union got some fans from this, that people are going to come back. That's a win. That is
there are people. They're like, yeah, this atmosphere is so great. We live around here, and we've never been to the Union. We've never seen them play, but yeah, this atmosphere is great. The stadium's great. I think we definitely want to come back for a Union game. I mean, that's awesome if we get some fans out of it. I mean, because hey, if it took a soccer show, basically like that to get people in it, I mean, not gonna lie. I mean, I'd been to a Union game already before I saw Ted Lasso, but watching Ted Lasso actually got me way more interested in soccer. Like,
100%. There are like all the leagues that I'm interested in now compared to just like the two.
Yeah.
Although, can we admit, for the people that were wearing Bale jerseys,
they need to get the heck out.
Yeah,
someone was wearing an LAFC jersey at the.
We want to know. That's dangerous.
Like that's the kind of stuff to get you
Yankees.
Beat up.
Why are you wearing an LAFC kit?
I mean, okay, a Wales one. I mean, still wearing a Bale jersey there is
awful.
Yeah, that's not good. But LAFC Bale jersey, get the heck out. Like, seriously.
You're just asking for trouble with that.
Yeah, and just strange.
Yeah.
But so you two are going to be going to DC.
Yeah, going to DC without you, Kyle.
Yes, I have a work event.
Yeah, so Poulomi's gonna capo at that too.
Yes,
and so
true.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And so we'll be up there in the Mile High supporters section. So it should be a good time. And Kyle has an event to go to, but so we're going
there. I
know. He'd rather be going to the game, but
I would. But you guys are gonna have a good time, and we hope everybody else going to DC. It's gonna be a packed house. I'm
sure we'll have a good crew go.
And yeah, I've already seen a lot of people are saying they're going. I know.
I think I was told it's sold out.
It could be
on our end.
Yeah, probably.
I know we're gonna have a lot of media there because I know Todd and Skylar are going down, so it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited. His sister?
I don't know if Shelby's going.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to find out.
Yes, his sister. That's an ongoing joke.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, so
we're gonna get into the fashion segment.
So this will be the fun segment for your YouTube. But anyway, no, this is gonna be all on YouTube. Again, this is definitely the visual part of the episode. So Jillian, without further ado, since you always take the fashion segments, take it away.
Yeah, so we are going to look at some fashion around the league, but first let's talk about you in particular, Poulomi. Tell us, like, what's some of your favorite stuff to wear for Union, or some of your favorite that you have.
So I really want to get I don't have a jersey. So I'm waiting for like the perfect jersey to get. Oh, actually, I do have a long sleeve jersey, but you can't wear that all the time, especially because most of the games are warm.
Right.
But I want to get one, like, I'm waiting for like a good home jersey. Apparently people don't like the claw stripes, but I loved the claw stripes. So I'm kind of on eBay looking so I can get a good short sleeve one. But I love my t-shirts. So this one is like a regular now, the concert t-shirt. I'm gonna wear that a lot. I finally got to wear my tank, the tie-dye tank that they had last year. That one is a cute one. It's a little crop, and I wanted to wait until like an August game to wear it, but I bought it in like November for like $7 because it was like their holiday sale for all their summer stuff. But otherwise, I don't know, I get most of my stuff from either the store or like Fanatics whenever there's like a big sale. I did just buy their like flannel shacket. It's like gray with the Union logo on the pocket.
I think I saw that. Yeah,
that's gonna be really nice for the fall, and I feel like it's easy to move around in, especially if I'm gonna be a capo. And then I love my Juneteenth warm-up kit that they had. Was that last season that they did that one? The floral one?
Oh, you mean like the floral that's like my lucky jersey?
Yes,
the Unity. That's the Unity one. So you have the long sleeve. You have like the jacket version.
I know. I just have the short sleeve.
Oh, the short sleeve.
And I
the top.
That one. Yeah, the top.
Oh,
I think we were matching the other day too.
oh, that's right. So you do have a jersey kind of. You don't have like a regular
No, not
jersey,
the
but
regular like in
yes,
play, but yeah. No, I
that's
like that
cool.
one too. And that one's like nice and breathable. So I like that.
Yeah.
And then I didn't for the Wrexham game, but I always wear my snake earrings. I got them in
Yes.
Denver. Like it was like a van that we walked into and they had snake earrings and I was like, I have to buy
It's
those.
meant to be.
And then when I was in Venice a few weeks ago, I saw a snake ring and I immediately had to buy it. Like it was no questions asked. I
Right.
was like, I don't care how much it is. I'm buying it. I need it because it has a snake and it just wraps around my finger. So I did that. I wanted to get a cuff this year for my arm, like a gold snake cuff, but that didn't happen this year. But there's always next season to add on to my accessories. And then I have my Adidas sneakers, which are literally all four of the Union colors. Like it's the light blue, it's the yellow, it's the gold, it's the navy blue. Um, so that was a perfect find, and those weren't even customized. Like those just came as is and were on sale. So I don't know if I'm gonna wear those to games when I capo, just because there's not that much support. And my podiatrist, I think, would be really pissed at me if I wore
Yeah.
shoes with like without my orthotics in them when I'm jumping and running up like that. But they are going to be nice for like some of the casual games that I just sit and watch, or if I take a break from capoing. So that's kind of my closet when it comes to the Union.
Nice. You did inspire me to get some snake earrings as well. So I am wearing them. Definitely one of my new favorite items that I have that I'm wearing to the games. So yeah, we'll get into rating some style. And I was kind of inspired too by the girls on MLS Fashion Goals. I
Love
enjoy
them.
them. They're great. Shout out to them. And we're going to look at coach style, and then we're going to look at some players as well. So we definitely had some opinions about some coach style during the season. I guess one that we're not going to be covering is the no longer Chicago coach,
No, we're
Ezra
not.
Hendricks.
Ezra is
Hendrickson.
no
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah. So for I mean, he had like the whole dad vibe going there with the the flannel shirt and wearing the scarf and whatnot. But so we're going to take a look at some coaches here for each team and
right.
rate what we think of their fashion choices.
So,
And apologies in advance because Kyle or I might end up saying names wrong.
oh, it's gonna be fun.
So don't
The
roast
only
us too
coach
bad.
that matters is Jim Curtin.
Absolutely. All right. So here we have Toronto coach Terry Dunfield.
Yes, who replaced Bob Bradley.
So this is one of the newer ones. All right. So what do we think of his style here?
It's like, it's clean cut, it's basic. You wear your team's gear. I give it like a 6.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's very basic. And yeah, it is just the team gear. So yeah, I agree with that. And
so just so everybody knows, like I went and like Googled, I was even on like the MLS like media section trying to find pictures of this guy. This is like the only thing I could find of him outside being a player. I mean, it's your typical coach,
yeah, we didn't have
press
much to go off of.
with
All right.
him.
Next. All right. So Brian Schmetzer from Seattle Sounders.
The guy.
So he's sporting, the suit and tie here with the scarf and a coffee or something going on there. He looks like pissed off dad that's late to like his office meeting, but he just came from his like son's soccer game or something.
I disagree. I have always liked his gear, always most of the time wearing suit and tie. I love that.
I'm just going off that particular picture.
But yeah, most of his pictures he's wearing suit and tie. So but yeah, the coffee, the hair blowing in the wind. I mean,
it's like he just came from a business meeting. He's going to his kid's soccer game. That's what it looks like to me.
Really
yes. I love adding like the scarf to the suit.
Yes.
Because I feel like in Europe, it's just like you just see the suit. That's it. Like,
yeah.
The tie is a lot. I'm like a skinny tie girl. I think it's a better look with a suit. I don't know what to rate this because like wearing a suit to your games, that's impressive. Like, I'm sure that's
Mhm.
not super comfortable, but the addition of the scarf is what gets me. Maybe like a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say like myself like probably 6.5, but I feel like the tie and the scarf clash too much, but I'm big on like not clashing.
All
Yeah.
right, let's look at Adrian Heath from Minnesota.
It's
What do
like
you
a
guys think?
classic suit look. I mean, he looks good. Does he wear a suit at every game?
He goes back and forth, but this is probably the best picture I could find, of him. And there's some with him with just like a regular like team t-shirt or warm up, but I've seen a lot of matches where he does wear a suit, especially in the fall and spring when it's cold, obviously up in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'd say it's clean cut, it's
Yeah.
got colors. Tie is very, plain. So with that kind of outfit, I mean, he could almost afford to have a little bit different pattern or something on there, but yeah, not bad. I give it a 7.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
longest.
trying to picture him in like the way that like so Jim used to wear suits, right? And now he
Yeah.
wears like his more casual wear. I can't see him doing it the same way that Jim does it, which is like
No.
why I'm like maybe I'll do like a 7 or like an 8, maybe even an 8 because like for what he's working with, like this looks like it's a good look for him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to Ben Olson from Houston. Now, he always, even when he was at DC, he always wears kind of what I used to wear, especially when my last couple years of coaching, a button-down shirt and a sport jacket. And then usually I'd take my sport jacket off once we got into the hot pool area.
Yeah, so he's monochromatic here with the all
Yeah.
navy. Yeah, what do you think?
I love it. I love a no tie look. This is like a 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9. I like it. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Like very, very I don't know, very clean cut here for sure. I like it without the tie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I just like this style as a coach. Anytime I would see coaches, basketball,
He looks very
football,
confident there.
very confident. It's very
He's got some swagger.
modern, and this is like kind of one of my styles when I would coach. This
Yeah,
is
maybe
always
that's why I like it.
yeah.
I mean, you look good in it.
All
Let's see.
right, from Charlotte, Christian Latenza, and this is literally what he does. And now, this is actually one of the better pictures I could find because he always looks like this in some of the like action media photos, but maybe I kind
So
of
white
pulled
polo
this,
with the
and
logo.
it's usually just pants. Like he has some
Just
sort of
pants.
just jeans or like regular, dress
With
pants.
that pole, he looks like he could go coach on the or be an official on the pool deck.
He does.
He
He
just needs like
looks
the
like a
navy blue
swim
pants, right?
official.
Like so for those that don't know, swim officials, their uniform is generally a white polo and navy blue pants or shorts.
Like somebody that covers the union, Matt DeGeorge, who is a swimming official.
Yeah, actually, yeah, he was just in
Yes.
Japan for
Now
the
he was covering them for Swimming World because he's
yeah,
the senior editor
but
for
yeah,
them.
so but yeah, that screams like swimming official to me.
It's
Yep.
like a 5. Like it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It's nothing special. It's basic, He's just getting his job done. He's just coming to work to do his job and then leaving.
Yeah, I
He,
think 5 is fair.
yeah, his face is like, what is going on here? He just looks like somebody that's just like not understanding what he communicated to his players, and yeah, they are not performing.
So we will not be talking about Ezra,
But
because he's no longer with Chicago.
but now we have Frank Kloppus.
Don't butcher it.
I probably
Yeah,
botched
I don't know.
it.
You might have botched. I don't know.
Kloppus.
But from Chicago Fire,
So
not much to go off of here.
So he normally will do this, or he'll do like just like a typical team warm up, like practice with his initials on it. But this is actually one of the few times he's dressed up. He looks like he's half awake.
That particular picture he does.
It's giving accountant.
Yes.
Yeah, that does have an accountant vibe there.
It does. It looks like just he's got the sleeves rolled up.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
What
okay.
are we rating this?
I'm gonna say like 5.5.
I was gonna do like a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
All right, now to our
you ready for the next one?
Poulomi, get ready.
Yes.
Get ready.
Bruce
Oh,
Arena.
okay. So I was gonna
New
ask. I was like, are we
England.
still gonna do him? Because he's on admin leave. So
Yeah,
Oh
right.
yes, but
yeah,
but we still gotta do him. We still gotta do him.
that's a
And this
2,
is him-
baby. That is a strong 2 for me.
Yeah, I mean, gosh. Yeah, it's not even like the hoodie or anything. It would be better if it was a shot of him just kind of sitting down during the game, like just slouching and like
I
just kind of
mean,
in his hoodie.
it's his typical look. He looks like he just woke up, rolled out of bed, went to the
I
game,
mean, it's a wrinkled black t-shirt,
wrinkled black
okay?
t-shirt, black pants. I mean,
He
this
Uh
gets two because it's like all black. I'm for the all black. That is a
for
solid
sure. I
sure.
love the all black look.
slimming.
Like
Um,
probably, yeah, I think two is fair. And probably only because it's doing the all black. He usually looks like he rolled out of bed for the games.
I mean, the crazy part
I know
about
college kids who put more effort into, you know,
I mean, the crazy part is
their outfits.
Bruce Arena is probably one of the now we'll wait to this whole investigation done, but in terms of winning and success, he's probably the most successful MLS coach there is out there.
oh, is he?
Oh yeah,
Well, he's had a lot of success, but
he's won trophies with a lot of MLS teams. Obviously, he's managed
I guess he's earned the
the
right to wear
national
whatever the
team.
heck he wants to wear.
So I mean, he's an iconic figure, but I mean, again, I mean, we'll see what comes out of these allegations,
Yeah.
but
You saw him walking on the street, you'd not think, oh yeah, that's a
that's a
pro
championship
sport
level
coach. Or,
coach.
yeah, no.
But I mean, he's also a great coaching tree. I mean,
Mm-mm.
Jim was under him, Pat Noonan was under
Yeah.
him. So
Mm-hmm,
I
for
mean,
sure.
anyway, let's move on. You want to take the next one?
All right. So this is yeah, you're gonna tell you're making me
Go ahead. It's Tata Martino.
yeah, Tata Martino from yeah, from Miami. So yeah, very, basic.
He usually
He's
wears
in
a
the
polo.
warm-ups. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's in the warm-ups. I mean, honestly, I always kind of like the Miami color scheme
I
because I
love
like
the
pink and
pink.
black. If I didn't, you know,
Yeah.
not like Miami, no, I would definitely I like their color scheme though. And and I like their stuff that's like black with the hot pink detailing on it. So as much as I want to, hate on them, with everything that they're doing right now. But no, his look, yeah, I mean, I like the all black, very basic.
This is standard.
It's very standard.
It's very standard coach.
Yeah.
It's coach wear.
Yeah, it's like I would again, like it's like a 4 or 5. Like I
Yeah.
love the pink, but like, it's not when you have a coach like Jim who's like really
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
pushing boundaries when it comes to like fashion in soccer and like taking advantage of the designers that are out there. It's like when you see this, I'm just like,
Yeah.
nah,
I give it like a 5. Yeah.
yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Next. All right. So we've got Gonzalo Pineda from Atlanta.
How much longer he is going to be around remains to be the question, especially there's now some rumors kind of popping up about maybe, him and somebody else, another guy on this list too.
Yeah. He's one that has stood out to me as, yeah, he's well dressed.
He
Yeah.
always
He
is.
works the suit. He's working the suit there. Yeah. What do you
I like
think?
the tie. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good 8 for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I would rate it 8.5. I think that's a pretty good look. He's got, plus he's got like the hair all slicked and everything nice. And, it's well put together.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on now.
All right. Gary Smith from Nashville.
So Gary a lot of times just wears the team, shirt. Yeah, he'll wear a team shirt. I've seen a couple of him with like a Nashville like dress shirt, but that's pretty much Gary Smith in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
like a 5. Anyone who just wears like the regular
Yeah.
standard stuff, that's like a 5.
Yeah, I have to agree. That's like pretty much an automatic 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And coming, who we got next? Oh, Greg Ronnie.
Yeah, from LA Galaxy.
So yeah, a lot of times he wears like their warm up on the field. I've seen him a couple. I saw a couple pictures that weren't that good. He'd have like a nice dress shirt on, but a lot of times, especially this year, you're seeing, you've seen some video clips, especially when they were going through turmoils early in the year. He always is wearing the warm up jacket.
Like a 5. I feel like I've seen him in a button down like once.
I have two, and I did see like a t-shirt, but I mean, like him in a t-shirt at a game, but I mean,
Yeah, I would say a 5. And also, he in that picture at least looks very much like my superintendent. It's like really weird. Yeah, he looks like He looks like him.
Oh my gosh, that
Yeah.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
Now here's the next guy is another guy. I really like the way he dresses,
Okay.
and that
Ah.
is Hernan Lasada. You know,
Yep.
formerly of DC United, now with
Montreal.
Montreal. He always has some. I think the game against us in Philadelphia, he didn't. But there's been a lot of games where he'll wear a nice jacket and like a vest and stuff like this. He dresses up a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a pretty dapper look there. Yeah, he's got, and I mean, he's got the vest on too. He's
I
got,
know. I'm trying to figure out what temperature it is because I'm like, that is 3 layers. That
like, I
feels
hope that's up in
hot.
Canada.
Yeah.
You would have to imagine.
I don't think he'd be wearing that if they were playing like down in Miami or something.
Definitely not. Are those? Oh no. Are those drawstring pants or are those like regular pants?
Wait a minute.
It kind of looks like they're drawstring. It looks like that's a drawstring, like the
Yeah,
Because like,
every,
I know they make like drawstring men's like dress wear.
yeah.
I'm gonna give that an 8. The drawstring like sticking out is like a little goofy to me.
yeah. Yeah, I would say 7.58. Yes.
All right, and moving on. Let's see who else we got here.
All
All
right.
right, so this
Wow.
is Josh Wolf. Now, this is his typical wear. He always wears button-down short and black pants, green shirt. I have to admit, like, this is another one of my styles that I really like.
Yeah,
The button down with the
so from
pants.
Austin.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a 7.5.
Fun fact with him.
Yeah.
So he has one son that plays for him,
Mhm.
and he has one son that plays for Atlanta.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's like a 7, color's good, it's very basic, but yeah, clean cut.
Clean cut. Yep.
I
All
wonder
right.
if anyone would notice if a coach just wore the same exact thing at every single game.
All right. Now we got from San Jose, we got Luchi Gonzalez.
All right. So we got another monochromatic look with no tie, all navy blue. We got the jacket with the turtleneck.
He dresses up a lot. Now I remember in the game against us this year in San Jose, he had a t-shirt and jeans on. And he does that sometimes too, where it's just like a regular like t-shirt and jeans. But so he dresses up. He's very, you can tell, very fashion centric when he goes.
Yeah, like this particular picture, I think it looks really good, to be honest. I give that
I would
like an
say
8.5.
Yeah, like I would give it like an 8 again. I love a no tie look.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Peter Vermees from Kansas City.
Now, funny story. When I look at Peter Vermees, because I was in the press conference with him,
Mhm.
when he walks in the room, and I've seen plenty of shots of him, he always reminds me he's related to Ron Perlman.
I can see that. I can totally see that.
I'm like, is that like Ron Perlman's cousin or like third cousin?
You don't get more basic than this, like with the suit and tie. I mean, black jacket, white collared shirt and a black tie. I would say maybe
a really shiny jacket.
or it's either really shiny or it's more of like charcoal.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a good look. It looks, it looks good. It's very basic. Like he's going to the office with that or something, but no, looks good. I give it an 8.
I was gonna say 7, yeah.
Yeah.
All
right. Nick Cushing from NYC.
This is basically him. Now, sometimes he'll wear like a long sleeve turtleneck when it's cold, but this is pretty much Nick Cushing.
Yeah.
Straight 5.
Yeah, 5. Yep. Just
very
plain
basic
black, warm-up shirt there. All right. Pablo Mastroeni from Real Salt Lake.
Yeah, it's kind of blocking, but yeah.
Again, he's just in the warm-ups and he's in black jeans.
I mean, it's kind of he's got the armband on there. I'm sure probably for some. I don't know what that game's from. Somebody out there, if you know what that armband's for, would love to know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Maybe like a 6. I don't know. He looks good in it. Like it's good colors. I like their colors a lot.
Yeah, I think like the jeans with that warm-up jacket, I think it looks pretty good. It's just like a little step above the very basic stuff we've seen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say a 6. All right. Pat Noonan from Cincy.
jeans with always some sort of Cincy top on, whether he's kind of, I always joked with it. It feels to me like he's trying to be Jim, but Jim light with the fashion sense. Like
Because since he's got to copy us and
he's got
everything.
the jeans and like, like the relaxed look like Jim, but then he always wears like something Cincy, like a Cincinnati hoodie.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm
Does
kind
he
of
do the
like
shoes?
I don't,
that's a good question. I don't
I
know.
haven't checked out his shoe game.
Yeah, I mean, because I think no one can compare to Jim's shoe game.
No one.
No. But yeah, I mean the light wash jeans here. That's a good look with the black top. It's not bad.
Like a 6.5 is what I'm feeling. I feel like I usually see him in like light jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
All
6'5".
right.
These are the things I focus on when watching games.
Yes. I always look for gym shoes. by the way.
Yes.
All right. So we got Robin Fraser from Colorado.
So he's wearing like a polo with a zip up hoodie.
Yeah, all black. All we can see is black there. So
Yeah, I'm like a one. Like this reminds me of like what BJ would wear for the USMNT games. Like he didn't
Yeah.
even wear US branded stuff. It was just like
Yeah.
a regular golf polo.
like
Yeah.
I would give this maybe like a 3. It's better than Bruce Arena because at
It is
least
better than Bruce
this
Arena.
looks a little bit neater. At least it looks, not all wrinkled and whatever, but still it's very basic.
All
Yeah, maybe like
right.
a 3 then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one of the more colorful characters is coming up next.
Oh.
Vani
Sartini.
Vani Sartini from Vancouver. Now, I don't know if you know this, but like this guy will wear like t-shirts a lot too, like just regular, like looks almost like a concert t-shirt he'll wear, like just and he gets up and like screams and runs around. This guy's high energy and they love him in Vancouver. So I mean,
So this particular
but
one,
yeah, this is Vani.
yeah, I mean, it's just a white collared button down shirt that has some kind of pattern on it there. Yeah. Very
Oh, I see.
basic. Yeah.
Okay, so if it was just a plain white button down, I was gonna give it like a 7, 7.5. But the pattern is very much giving my dad's closet. So I'm gonna knock him down to like a 6.5.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say about just like a 5.5 or 6. Just it's just very basic. It needs something.
It does. So
All right.
Wilfred Nance.
Yeah. It's from yes, from Columbus.
Yep.
Like a 3 or a 4. I don't know. He looks better in the black t-shirt than the last 2 all black outfits.
He looks pretty good in the black t-shirt.
I will give him credit. He usually wears this with like jeans. Again, he very much gives off Jim Light kind of coaching vibes.
Like he looks pretty, fit in that. I guess like it's well fitted to him. And whatnot. So I mean, yeah, it's I'm gonna give it like a 4. I mean, it looks better than some of the other ones, but very basic.
Right. Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna wear a t-shirt, like there are so many ways that you can get, you can wear a t-shirt, still look nice, and it be branded to your team.
Yeah.
So like if you want to look nice and there's like a suit, you can wear a suit, you can wear a button down, whatever, but there are so many great designers out there who are making like really cool stuff. And I'm sure for a coach would make like an amazing t-shirt that maybe has like a small emblem of your logo or something on
it. That's one that maybe actually throw on a scarf, then you got something there. But yeah, even just a logo.
All right.
We got Wayne Rooney from DC.
I got straight 5. If you're just gonna wear your standard gear, straight 5.
But he has a hat on.
To hide his balding? Like
I don't know.
Well, you would know something about that, probably.
I do know something about that.
Yeah. Basic, just 5 wearing the warm-ups.
All right, Bradley.
Cornell. All right.
From St. Louis.
All right. So he's got
layers here.
Yeah. So he's got the puffer jacket here. And
I will say this, in a lot of pictures in the game, he's wearing like your standard warm-up.
Yeah.
He just wears a lot of team issued warm-up tops.
Does the Union have a puffer jacket like that?
Oh yeah.
In the fan store?
I don't know about in the fans.
I don't think I've seen any in the fans store. They have different jackets.
But I have. I've seen it with like in some of the cold weather games.
Oh, you know what? They did have one.
Tracy has a nice one.
Yes.
You know what? They did have them. I got the reversible jacket, but
they do have puffer jackets.
Yes. Yeah. I think I've seen it online. Yeah.
He
So
looks like a solid like 6.5 in this photo. I'll give him like a little bump just because like I don't know. I like this puffer jacket. Like I want like a union version of it.
yeah, no, I agree.
All right.
Next we got
Neat.
all right, Nico Estevez from
Dallas.
Dallas. Yeah.
Okay, push Columbus up to 5, and then he will be at a 4.
Yeah, that's a good assessment there. Because definitely Wilfred Nancy looked better than this one. This is really basic black tea. Like, yeah. Again, it'd be good to see like what pants he's wearing with it, but yeah.
He usually just wears jeans.
Yeah, that's very, very
pictures I've
basic.
seen is jeans. All right.
All right.
Another
Oscar Pereira from Orlando.
Another guy rumored to be on the hot seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I've seen a couple reports floating around the internet. So
once again, we have another just team warm up. So, yep. I think we're going with a 5 there.
all
Yeah.
right.
I like that that's what we've decided.
Yes. All right. So we have Troy Lanise, if I'm not sure if we said that right, from Red Bulls.
His tie's crooked.
I don't like the Red Bulls, but
No.
it's like a 9, I think. Maybe
His
like an
tie's crooked though.
8.5. But it's like a nice tie. It's not like
It
a
is.
I'm
it's
gonna say
not too
like
big for
an
him.
8. Yeah, like yeah, I mean the tie has a little texture to it, and so it's not just plain old black, it is got some texture, and you got kind of like a charcoal jacket there. So yeah, it's not bad. Very clean cut and basic.
What game is this that there are that many fans there?
I know, right?
I don't know.
That does seem like a lot.
Yeah, my gosh, and that is at Red Bulls.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't see that often. All right, Giovanni Severese from Portland. We got like the jacket, the sweater, the draw tie.
That is clearly a drawstring pant there.
Oh, it is.
And
Oh,
then a
yeah.
button down.
Yeah.
what did I give the last drawstring pant? Was that a 6.5 or a 7.5?
Yeah, I think we were a little higher. Yeah, like maybe a 7.5.
Yeah, maybe like another 7. Like he looks put together, but I don't know. It looks like a lot of layers. I'm sure it's
It
cold.
is a lot of
Maybe
layers.
like this is good. Right now it's like August, right? So I'm like, oh, that's a lot of layers. I don't want to rate it that high.
Yeah, I mean Portland I know can be a little yeah, Portland can be a little like chilly, so maybe needs the layers.
Like a 7.
Yeah.
All right, now we have Steve Trungolo.
Steve Trundle from LAFC. We got 2 here, Kyle. Huh?
We do.
And I give a 0 just on the basis
we hate
that it's
LAFC.
part of LAFC.
Yeah.
So on the left is his look at LAFC. On the right is his look when he was the head coach for the Las Vegas Lights, who back in the day were, and I still think they are, like the YouTube for LAFC. So he was their coach. And the reason I show these two is because he always dresses the same way, number one. But number two, when he got signed, when Bob Bradley left, and hindsight, was it really a good move to go to Toronto from LAFC?
Mhm.
Probably not. But he took over, and I just remember reading some of the articles in the Las Vegas Review Journal about like, and fans just being like, he did nothing. This is even worse move. This is like a horrible move bringing him in. Oh, he won you an MLS Cup. So, I mean, say what you want about him. I mean,
Basic polos.
Yep, basic polo.
It's unfortunate because I mean, like it doesn't look bad on the left.
Not bad, just basic.
Yeah, just basic. Maybe we're gonna do 4. It would be higher if he was a coach for any other team.
Yeah, screw LAFC. All right. So
and finally we got Jen.
Yes, 10 out of 10. No, like 20
Now
out of 10.
Included the shoes.
Yes, we got the shoes.
Cute little bow he has tied with the strings.
Yeah, so and that's actually that's so we got the yellow sweatshirt. We have so many gym looks we could have chosen, you know.
We got a couple more.
This one's got the shoes. By the way, the shoes he was wearing, it was when they played Querétaro, I believe. He was wearing the green shoes.
Yes.
And it was like Eagles opening day of practice. I know what he did there. That was awesome. I bet Jim already has a Kelly Green jersey.
Yeah, because I
And
was
like
in the
the
press room. You're
Prada
like, ask
jacket.
him.
Yeah.
You kept texting me, ask him about his shoes. Ask him about his
I
shoes at the
was
press
joking
conference.
because Kyle
I
texted
know.
me. He's like, "You got any questions for Jim? Yeah, for the press conference." I'm like, "The shoes. Did you wear them? Specifically because the Eagles." But no, that'd be a really shallow question for me to have Kyle ask, but I don't care. But anyway, so we've got casual Jim here. He's always sporting the, different looks from the gear that the team has, and I know you do have a yellow.
I have this.
I'm gonna say I think yeah, Kyle has this sweatshirt.
Yep.
How many times have we seen Jim wearing something? We're like, we need to have that.
Oh, so many times. There's like the one sweater that I bought. What is it? The Mitchell and Ness like light yellow one with
That
the
one's nice.
little like corner and then the back. Yeah, I got that one because I saw Jim wearing it and I was like, I need to have it.
Yeah, you know the button down jacket that says Philly across the
The
chest.
bomber jacket that I
Yes.
regret not buying
Uh
to this day.
I got that for Kyle for Christmas last
Oh,
year. And yeah, it is very nice. Definitely. Glad that we got that.
All right. So there is.
I mean, I think we're a little biased, but Jim is the best dressed
the
coach in
best.
Yeah.
The
MLS.
best.
All right. So now we got.
And that being said, do you prefer suit Jim or casual Jim?
All right. Let me pull
Okay, so
this.
I wasn't around for Suit Jim. So I
let's
don't
pull
think
We
this
really
up.
weren't
casual
either.
Jim.
Well, I don't think so, but
We're gonna pull this up.
yeah, so we have
I mean, Suit Jim's adorable, but casual Jim is just like so cool, calm, effortless. Like,
yeah. It's funny, he's got swagger,
yeah.
As my students that are middle schoolers would say, he's got a lot of riz. It's the only reason I
mean,
know that term.
personally, I've always liked suit Jim, but casual Jim's fine. I mean, he sells merchandise. I get it.
Yeah.
Number one, number two, he's happy with it.
Mhm.
And I think it was Jeff Mitchell said we started winning when he went casual. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
suit Jim looks really good. Casual Jim, straight fire.
I mean,
all
it's
right.
like when you start a new job, right? Like you pull out your
Yeah.
best outfits, and then once like
Yes.
you've proven yourself, then you can like push the boundaries a little and be a little bit more lax.
Yes.
So let's move on now. As you guys know, the Union do game day. What do they call it?
Arrivals.
Game
Yeah.
day arrivals. So we're gonna look at some of the best. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right. So first of all, so I saved a bunch of these, and maybe you have some of these ones ready to go too. I know. This is Joaquin Torres with a Moschino shirt on.
I love that t-shirt. I actually also screenshot that one, but there's another one in that set that I think I really like. But I think, I mean, like, I'm not gonna, all the players, it's like a 10 out of 10. It's more of like a, who's my favorite of the 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah,
they
all do pretty well with this. Let's see who we got next. Daniel Gazdag in his black
classic.
Yes. Yeah, he's definitely one of the top ones, I think. Like he usually has something pretty nice on. And nice shoes too. Jeremy Raffinell.
So Rafa's my best dressed this season. The way he like does Gen Z fashion so well. Like there is the sweater, the flower sweater he wore, like this sweater button down that he has. Like he is just very much like, who is that one guy who's like big on TikTok? Noah Beck, I think that's his name. Like I feel like he just embodies Gen Z fashion really well. And it's been so fun to see him like play around with styles, and maybe this has always been his style and this is nothing new, but I also feel like, I don't know, I like seeing what these like kids with the money, same amount of money that like I'm making right now,
right?
do with that money when they don't have to like spend it on all the things I have to spend my money on.
Yeah, right. I do think Raph is one of the better dressed ones of the younger guys for sure.
Yeah. My favorite all time for sure.
We got Julian Carranza.
He's never like, he doesn't have like a show-stopping outfit ever, right? Like it's nothing that I'm like, whoa, he is best dressed, but he always looks good.
Yeah, he always does. Like I know a lot of times he just has very, like kind of plain casual stuff going on, but like he looks good.
He's just going to the game being comfortable.
Yeah. All right. We got Brujo.
Fave, like
purple.
never will like make me like stop in my tracks and be like, oh my God, look at this outfit, but like always looks good.
Yeah, like I feel like some of them are just very him, Some of them are a little louder than others.
Yeah.
And it's Brujo.
I love the little bags that they have.
Oh, I know they always come with their little bags.
And they're all designer. So
Yes.
Quinn has been my like most impressed since day one. Because I remember it was like what 2019, 2020 when the homegrown post came out. And like most of the guys were just wearing like a button down or like a sweater and like a button down and pants. But like he wore a suit, no tie, just white button down, nicely tailored suit. And I was just like, who is this child? And why is he so dressed up? And then you see him like week after week, especially some of his like earlier outfits when he was really trying to like push the box and see like what works and what doesn't. And like to now kind of like see him really like know his style. I've loved watching his style just evolve.
Yeah, he does have some good style. I like what he's wearing there. Just, again, very just basic, but looks very comfy. Okay, we got Jack Elliott.
I love this outfit. I just like the little glasses and
Yeah.
all black. He looks great.
Yes, I do love the all black. Love his little thumbs up he's giving there.
Yeah, that is like
yes.
picture.
Yes. All right. I really like this look for Choo Choo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like similar to like Martinez, right? Like it's very classic look. I'm waiting for you to have the Viso I Heart PA shirt with the palm tree. Like
it's coming. It's coming. Yeah.
The one where I'm like, what is that?
Oh, we have a couple with Viso. No, but I do like the pants that Bueno's wearing there paired with the black shirt and the next. I think that looks very good. And I just love Choo Choo. Here you go. Yes.
This outfit, and Bizo is like he always blows me away with his outfits every once in a while. He's like my favorite wild card because like sometimes he'll just be like normally dressed, and sometimes he comes in this or like see-through button down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was a favorite. I was like, wow, did not expect that from you, but love this.
Yeah. So Damien and Olivia both wearing like the white shirts and the jeans and everything here. And I saw that with Bizo and I'm like, that is great. Like palm tree PA, like just random. Like, okay. But and like that might look corny on a lot of people, but I actually think that looks really good on him.
Even Damien's face is like
Damien's even admiring it there.
And he's got like the little glasses on.
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right. Andre Blake, honestly, we said on a previous episode, like we said, who's the best dressed on team? I said that Andre is the best dressed usually because he looks good no matter what he has. And I think it's also because he's a great smile. Like he just smiles. Yes. He looks amazing.
Yes.
You know,
100%.
I mean, he's got the all white.
Rafa as best dressed. It's both this season.
Yeah. Yeah. Andre just looks so good there. I mean,
he does.
And this was, another one of Julian Carranza with all black, and they were all wearing the orange. That's cancer awareness pins there.
Yep.
So and when Andre is wearing as well. I mean, they always look so good.
Do you have the jorts photo?
I think we might have some of the jorts. I don't know if I got the jorts. Do you have the jorts ones?
Let me see.
Well,
there's Kai.
Yeah, so Kai, he's got the white button down with the jeans. I mean, Kai usually looks pretty good too.
Yeah. I love that they all like you could slowly see more and more of them wearing the D squared icon hat.
Yeah, they really do like to wear that.
Jamie from Ted Lasso also wears the icon hat.
Oh, I know. Except then if you watched all of Ted Lasso. Yeah. So like of course then by the end it said ICOG,
Yes.
But yes, Brujo he again looks
the looks shoes good look great with the shirt.
I agree. He's got the matching blue there. That looks good. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones of Andre though.
Yeah.
I think he looks really good there with the black shirt and the chain. Okay. Got a little more. Yeah, Jesus Bueno.
Okay. I'm like, where's Bedoya? He's my comeback king when it comes to fashion. Like he has been showing up and out.
Yeah, he has. I don't get it. There's Andres Perea, who of course just went to NYC.
I had notes on him because he's been doing the sweater vest look with no shirt under. And I love that. If you have the arms to pull that off,
Yeah.
Oh, he does. And it's sad that he's not with us anymore.
I
but
know. I was always like, I was excited about us signing him, and I thought he played
yeah.
good when he was in for us, and I
Yeah.
was disappointed. But I hope he at least gets to have some playing time and develop.
Yeah, me too.
All
Um,
right.
all right, here you go.
Yes,
Here's the Bizo pick.
this is the outfit. Like, where did this come
Yes.
from? Like, this is just so out
I
of
mean,
left field.
see-through black shirt. I mean,
I don't
yes.
know.
Yeah,
He
I
had a
mean,
good game that day, didn't he?
I think that was one of his
I
better.
think it was. I maybe his play is correlated to his dress for the day. Tell you what, that was a look, and it's funny because that was a different day. We were under the tunnel, and Bizo wasn't playing,
Right.
and he came out. I think, were you with me at that point when we saw him come out, or was that when I was there?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out from like the tunnel. He wasn't playing, but he came out and he was wearing like this all black outfit, and like it wasn't the same one, but it was like black leather jacket and everything, and he looked really good there too.
Love that.
Yeah, I love the all black look for him.
All
The
right.
see-through. It's just so good.
Yeah, not everyone could pull that off. I know Kyle had mixed feelings about it when he saw that one, but
Yeah.
I think it looks good. And then I saved this one of Daniel Gazdag too, because I liked how the green like all worked together.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It has like, I mean, the green and the black, it just gave me like Eagles vibes. I think.
I know, yeah.
I like it. Okay, and so I include this is obviously one in uni, but we talked about this one before. I love this picture of Mikel Ua. I mean, that top. Okay, I really loved when they wore those unis, the Parley jerseys, and then in the rain, and he had like his hat trick, and just I love this picture so much.
I love this photo so much. This was when I was like, oh, I love those kits. Like, they look
Yes.
so good
Yeah.
in the rain, wet on Ua.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I decided my shirt of choice for the Leagues Cup games, because I'm not wearing my lucky jersey for Leagues Cup. Community ones.
All right. Well, there we go.
Now, did you have any others you wanted to share with us?
No, that was it. Well, there was the one.
We didn't have the jorts ones, but
I know the jorts are hilarious, but then also like Bedoya just had he had like a checkered short sleeve polo on, and it was very like like Zara summer, which is like trending right now. And then he tagged the designer on that one too, and I was just like, oh, look at you, like getting your bag, like showing off your designer, being a little influencer.
Yeah,
that was a good outfit.
Yeah, Bedoya always looks pretty good. I mean, he I don't think I've ever seen him wear something that I'm like, how about one that I forgot to include too. Was it was Ua that was wearing like the $200 t-shirt, like
Oh yes.
I forget what the brand was,
That
but
was a whole discussion we had in the group chat about.
yeah, Ua was wearing like a t-shirt that's like very basic, and it had like the name of the designer just like on the front, but it was like, we looked it up and it was like $200.
It's like Acme.
That checks out.
Acme Supply.
And it was acne, like pimples, acne, like spelled the same way. It was like Acne Studios. I was like, what? And we looked up and it was like $200 for this very basic plain t-shirt.
Yep.
I mean, if you take my salary and then you like do like a little ratio with his salary, and then you take my $80 t-shirt that I paid for, and then it's probably, that's nothing for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, well, this was really fun.
This was super fun. I was really excited to do this.
And so we hope you guys enjoyed it. And please comment. We'd love to hear what you guys think about, like, what your favorite.
Who's best dressed to you?
Who you like as coaches? Who's the best dressed? Who's the worst dressed?
And I hope to see some new arrivals. We're recording this Wednesday night, so people are listening to this. It could be, Thursday of the game against DC, but look forward to see what the arrival photos are for that.
So what is your take on the Leagues Cup? You enjoying it?
Oh my gosh. So I was like complaining about it all the way up until I was like, this is like taken away from the schedule. They're going to get tired. What if someone gets injured? Like this is so many games for a season. But wow, I have loved it so much. So I've only been to 2 Leagues Cup games. I went to the first one. No. I've only been to 1 Leagues Cup game.
You were at Tijuana, right? You weren't at Querétaro, right?
No, I wasn't, but I was at Tijuana, and that was so fun. And then I watched the second one on TV, and I just was like so sad I wasn't there. Like
That's
that.
yeah.
Oh, it looks
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
because
I
that's the
did
one
have
I
a
got the picture with
big
Lesness.
Yes, I
Yes.
had a big interview the next morning, which I got the job.
Oh,
So
yay,
Hey,
congrats.
it was
congrats.
thank you. It was worth not going so I could have my voice. But then I was just like, I have to go to every other Leagues Cup game. So I talked to my season ticket rep, and I'm opted in for the rest of the games. I'll be in the River End. And so I'm very excited to keep watching, because then it looks like from the bracket that there's an opportunity that Miami might be in Chester, right?
Correct. So we
Oh,
basically will if
yes.
we keep winning, we keep playing home. The only way we would not play at home
LAFC.
is if we played LAFC and us made the finals, and then we're at LA. But
Hmm.
we
But it
controlled it.
feels good. Like it feels really good.
Well,
I've been having fun with this, yeah, because I was like, this is a money grab and blah blah blah.
I
And
mean, I'm
I've been
still
having
probably
fun.
one of the last holdouts, but it's enjoyable to watch. It's very enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, and as
And
of now, actually Miami and
they
Orlando
are
are tied.
tied 1-1
Oh,
right now.
yeah, because yeah,
1-1.
1-1 in the 22nd minute. So we'll see how that goes. Of course,
Messi
Messi had the goal at 7 minutes in.
scored all
Okay.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of
So
course.
anyway, it's a cheat code right now for him. So
Yeah, I would love to see Brujo take on Messi. Although, he'd probably like lay one finger on him. It's like automatic red card, probably,
yeah.
I
right?
would love a Carranza goal if we play
Oh,
Miami.
yes. I know. I always like to joke. I'm like, we've got the better Argentine, we've got the hotter Argentine, whatever. But
They're
yeah,
also great.
yeah,
It is. It
yeah.
is. So
I mean, Messi's awesome. I mean, but yeah, I'm gonna still talk smack.
Yeah, I've been loving it. I'm excited for, even like if we get past this round, if we get past DC, I mean, we've played Red Bulls, we played who's the other one? The Revs, or is it
It's
NYC
well, it's
that we have
well, if we beat DC, then we play either the winner of New York
Pumas?
or basically NYC or Red Bull.
yeah,
So
we
yeah,
play the winner of
So,
those.
and I feel good about that. Honestly, the Puma, and I think Pumas was also on that list, and
yeah,
They're
I mean,
down
they
the
played
other
well,
end.
but I think that we could, I feel pretty confident against them too,
Yeah.
especially
yeah,
because we don't have to like sacrifice who we're starting because
yeah,
of the way that MLS, stopped for this. So that makes me feel a lot better about this,
yeah.
than I did before.
It's gonna be an interesting time. It's gonna hopefully be a good time tomorrow night.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think the consensus a lot of us feel is our new signing, Ty Barbo, that he's gonna maybe come bang the drum. I mean, he's in town,
We'll
he's
see.
there.
That'd
We'll
be
see.
so nice.
And then maybe he gets in the next game.
Yep.
That would be cool. So
Because he can be added to the League's Cup roster still. So
yeah,
I mean, who knows? Maybe as he works his way in with the roster, he'll get some minutes here, and then at least get some experience, and then hit the ground running. But we'll see.
yeah.
Um,
So before we wrap up here, if anyone wants to find you on social media, where can they find you?
Oh yeah, you can find me at Poulomi B22. It's Poulomib 22. That's the same on Instagram, or Twitter, although it's more union talk on Twitter and more just my personal life on Instagram. But I'm trying to post a little
Same.
bit more union here and there. And then add me on Facebook too. I've been adding a ton of Sons of Men people lately on Facebook, and so my people you may know is just like all Philly people.
Yeah.
Which is fun. And hey, maybe, a couple of years down the line, I'd love to move to Philly and kind of like be in that area and get to be a little bit more involved with the union that I already am. So
Yeah.
that's the goal.
Yeah.
We'll see. But thank you so much for having me on. This was
Thanks for
so
coming on.
fun. It's my
Super
first
fun.
union podcast. And when you messaged me asking me if I'd be on, I was so excited. And so this is a blast.
Well, we've enjoyed having you on, and
Mhm.
so that's all for today's episode of the One Team We Agree On.
Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment. We love hearing from you. If you have any ideas on future episodes or guests, please send them our way.
And until next time, I'm Kyle,
I'm Jillian.
and we'll see you tomorrow at the game.